This splendiferous episode of the First Perk Daily is generously brought to you by the Yakima Improv Society, dedicated to the art and practicing artists of improvisational theater in the Yakima Valley. They are actively putting together a master plan for a triumphant return in the year 2021. For more information, please go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Yakima Improv Society, or their website, yakimaimprov.org. Yakima Improv. Be present, be flexible, be generous. Good morning, friends! Super glad to see you. I'm yours truly, Matthew Tricky. It's a brand new day, the coffee is hot, and this is your First Perk Daily for August 3rd, 2020. And we're back! Wow, that was a really nice break, was it not? Am I right? I mean, you get 8 years in between the beginning of a project and the continuation of a project, and well, things change, but super happy to be back. For those of you who are familiar with me, and well, you're seeing this on my Facebook page, so you probably know who I am, friends. And those of you who might be watching this on YouTube, you have no idea who I am, and you're really wishing that autoplay had done something else. Allow me to introduce myself, nevertheless. I am yours truly, Matthew Tricky. I'm coming to you from Studio H here at Ham and Cheese Studios, where we are actively, busily creating some really fantastic, shall we say, organization in order to produce some really good stuff. Now, my cheese of Ham and Cheese is Mrs. Tricky. She is a third grade teacher, and so Studio C is right through that wall, right behind you, the viewer. Don't look. It might, okay. And so she and I have reorganized, and we're getting ready to successfully take on the challenges of the approaching school year. But anyways, this show is done pretty much in one take. So I digress. That's probably going to happen some more. Those of you who know me best, which is, I think, once again, all of you, understand that this could go either way. Anyways, welcome to the show. I'm glad to be back. I hope that you are excited to be watching this. If you're not, you've probably already turned it off. And the rest of you who are still here, I want to get to the overall idea of what this show is in a few minutes. But before we do, let's get to actual meat and potatoes, shall we, of this show. Hang on a second. I just need to wet my whistle. That's nice. All right. So here's what we're going to do on the show every day is, first of all, we're going to talk about why today is significant, other than the fact that, hey, today is today, and that's terrific. Also, we will move on to, I'm going to talk about a little bit, we'll do some birthdays, we'll do some historical events, we'll do some national whatever day, because there's like a thing every single day for, I don't know, every single day. And then finally, we'll talk a little bit about the show. I'll leave you with a quote of the day. Quote of the day. Something a little bit inspirational to really get you going. And then, of course, I will bid you adieu. So why don't we get, I keep saying this. This is the first one. This is the first one. We're blowing the dust off of this and getting back to making this happen. And so this one's going to be a little rusty. It's a little wobbly. But hey, you know what? You put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. So let's just keep moving, shall we? So check it out. Hey, did you know that today, August 3rd, 2020, is National Watermelon Day? Wow, I didn't know that. I looked up some stuff for the show, and I learned something. I learned a lot about watermelon, actually, because, I'm that guy. Did you know that Watermelon is 92% water. Now, I knew it was full of water, and it's a melon full of water. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a watermelon. But 92% watermelon? Oh my gosh. I need to buy more watermelon because drinking straight water during these hot August days and nights, got to stay hydrated. And I can't think of any better way than watermelon. So, if you would please, I would love to see some watermelon action shots if you're so inclined. Get a melon. I think I'm gonna head to the store and grab a watermelon and show me your watermelon action shots. I just said that. Next up, hey, the birthdays. Check it out. Today is the birthday of Tony Bennett, born on this day in 1926. Wow, he is 94 years old. God bless him. He's still with us. You know, that guy, I didn't like him as a kid, but then as you get older, you start to realize who some of the great vocalists are. And Tony Bennett, I have developed an amazing appreciation for him. And so every time he sings that he left his heart in San Francisco, man, I get a little misty, not gonna lie. Tony Bennett, born on this day in 1926. Next up is President Bartlett himself, Martin Sheen, born on this day in 1940. And finally, today is the birthday of Martha Stewart on this day in 1941, just a year later from Martin Sheen. She's still going strong. She apparently there's like no stopping Martha Stewart. She seems like a force of nature, and there seems to be no end in sight for her. And as her impressionist and a guest star used to say, that's a good thing. And those are the birthdays for today. And finally, on this day in history, today marks the release of Alan Sherman's classic comedy recording, "Hello, Mudda, hello, Fada, here I am at Camp Granada." On this day I did not write it down. Oops. I didn't write down the year. But anyways, that's a classic novelty song. The first time I ever heard it was actually I picked up a copy of the very best of Dr. Demento compilation CD, and as soon as I heard it, I went, "This is one of my guys right here. I love this." He famous comedy writer, TV producer, singer, writer, and of course, song parodist. Today marks the day that the song was released, and I didn't write down the year. Oh, okay, all right. We got Act 1 out of the way. Let's move on to the next thing, shall we? So I want to talk a little bit about this show and why I'm doing it, what it's about, and what I want to accomplish going forward. So first of all, here's the reason why I'm doing this show. Number one, I like attention. It's kind of my thing. I'm a performer. I've got to be creatively, actively producing stuff. And even though I consider myself an introvert, I do indeed. Nevertheless, even introverts need people too. And so I've been really chomping at the bit for a long time about, and I would love to get back to this. Of course, those of you who might know some of the backstory of this show, I started this as a one-off project during the Manic Thunder days back in, well, of course, Manic Thunder days lasted for 10 years, but back in 2012, you can still see these videos on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/MatthewTricky. And it was a lot of fun, and people enjoyed it, and even the Manics thought, "Oh man, that's kind of good. That's a good idea. That's a good idea." So I've been holding on to that for a while, and now now seemed like the perfect time to come back to you. So that, sorry, space and time. Space and time begins to warp a little bit, and then I just, okay, let me try that again, shall we? This show is one take, pretty much, by the way. So I'm just saying, if I mess up, it stays in the show. That's how we do this. But I wanted to give you a quick-ish, happy thing to look forward to every weekday, Monday through Friday, where I'm going to get in here and I'm going to talk about what I'm doing, what I'm excited about. When we get a chance to get feedback from you, the viewer, my friends, to then tell me what you're doing and start just kind of make this great big whirlwind blender of, well, silliness. And that's really what the show is about. The show is about me feeling good about doing, well, my thing. And one of the many things that I'm put on this earth to do, as far as I'm concerned. But it's also about you. It's also about you, friend. Because, I've had enough. I don't know about you, but I have had enough. I've had enough negativity. It has saturated our collective consciousness, and it's not good for anybody. Ain't nobody got time for that. So why don't let's be positive. Let's create something that actually puts good stuff back into the universe. Because after all, as one of my heroes, Red Skelton, once said, he sincerely believed that we were put here to create and not to destroy. And I hold firm onto that too. So that's one of the big reasons for this program. It's for me, and it's also for you, for us to do this and contribute creatively, positively, wonderfully to to everything. So why don't let's get it out. Let's make it better. Let's solve puzzles. Let's solve problems. Let's make great things. And let's come on, get happy. Okay? That's what this show is about. So if you are okay with that and you'd like to ride, Captain, ride upon your mistress ship. That wasn't the right song for that moment, but it felt good, though. It felt right. If you'd like to be a part of this, then come join me every single every single day. Today is Monday, but every single day, Monday through Friday. That's what I wanted to say. And let's get caffeinated. Let's get silly. Let's be sincere. And let's serve one another with our silliness. Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? I think so too. So I'm stoked. I can't wait. I can't wait to continue doing this. So tomorrow's another day, and boy oh boy, it's gonna be great. One last thing I would like to say real quick here is before we go, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's the morning, and well, even though you're having your coffee, you're having your giggle, you don't have a half an hour to listen to me and go blah, 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 blah. Now, if that's your thing, then call me. But still, nobody needs that right now. So that's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I've lost track of space and time again. This is a professional outfit, is it not? Trust me, it's fantastic. Yes, so join me every morning over a cup of coffee, and let's just get perky. Let's have our first perk of the day together. Does that sound good? Does that sound like a plan? I thought so. I'm glad you agree. Now, before I leave you, because we're getting to the end of the show now, I've probably worn you out, so thank you for watching this entire time. Let me give you a break. I'd like to leave you with this. With a quote of the day. And it's one that I have held on to for so long. first time I ever saw this was actually in high school. It was in a high school public speaking class, and I cracked open the textbook, and one of the first things that hit me in the face was this quote attributed to Anonymous. And as soon as I read it, I went, ooh, now those are some tasty words. And I've been chewing on them ever since. And so here's our quote of the day for you, my friends. It's a quote about creativity. Creativity is not for the artist or the gifted. It is for people. It is a way of thinking, a way of working, a way of living. Absolutely. If you liked today's shows, please leave me a comment down below. Down below. We got the comments down below. No, that's too much. Also, you can shoot me an email. I have a special email address set up for this. It's yours truly at MatthewTricky.com. Yours truly at MatthewTricky.com. And if I'm really good about it, you saw that at the bottom third. And otherwise, I am putting my hands up and doing nothing to nothing. So, but shoot me an email. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, all the things. Keep that email handy because I'll be looking for feedback from you, the viewer. And so that brings us to a close of the triumphant return of the First Perk Daily. I can't tell you enough about how incredibly stoked I am about doing this. And I hope that you have a lot of fun too. And on that note, I would like to do something. And on that, jeez Louise, we're getting the gunk out. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, I'm yours truly, Matthew Tricky, saying thank you for watching. And until next time, go forth now, friends, and create a great day.